Good morning, Forex family. It is Friday morning. It is February 22nd, 2019. It is time to get into some Forex because today is Friday. That is the schedule for my channel. If you're seeing this video on Facebook or YouTube, today is Friday. So today means it is a Forex day. So we're gonna get into it. We're just gonna do a quick overview of what we've been in, of chart analysis for the last Monday and Wednesday. So we're gonna get right to it, and we're back here. We're back. All right, man. Let's jump right into it, man. I was just going over some of um, some of the analysis, man, and a lot of things are starting to set up, man. A lot of things are starting to set up. So we went over the Great British Pound, Australian dollar. Then we went over the Great British Pound, Canadian dollar. We did the Euro USD, the Euro CAD, and I think we did a few NZD currency pairs. So we go check them out. So let's go look at the Great British Pound AUD. This is the weekly time frame. We do have a uptrend. We have two Fibonacci's that have fulfilled, and we are currently on a third Fibonacci, and there is your Fibonacci D 1618D extension. And but the market is went to some sideways movement, so we have consolidation resistance, and we have consolidation support. So at that point, we're just interested in trading from, so we're selling the resistance and we're buying support back up to resistance. And since we have hit resistance, the market is going to start to fall back. Well, we believe the market is going to start to fall back down to support. So with the market stochastic being oversold, we're going to take it to the we're going to take it to the daily time frame. But direction is bullish on the weekly time frame. But based off of the consolidation range, we are looking to sell because we're at a nice high price, looking to sell back down to support. So we go to the daily time frame, and we see here on the daily time frame, uh, we see on the daily time frame that we had a downtrend line that has been broken. We still have a down AB Fibonacci swing that is still in play, but we have a few sub Fibonacci swings here, and then we have our number 2 sub swing inside of the overall down AB swing. So with that being said, we're in the buy zone on the daily time frame. So that gives us an idea that we want to buy this market short term up to the Fibonacci 1618D extension. So as you can see here, we did have a counter trend line, and if you guys caught that, this counter trend line, the market respected this counter trend line for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for about two and a half weeks. And today being Friday, as we discussed on Wednesday, if the market broke this trend line and we close above this counter trend line bullish with a bullish candlestick, we will start buying the market. And our stops will go 10 pips below the lowest point of U-turn, and that is the lowest point of this counter trend line. And once the market broke it, we will go 10 pips below that price point, and we are targeting the Fibonacci D. Once do a Fibonacci 1618D extension, and we can go look at it on the 1 hour time frame. And you see on the 1 hour time frame, we had that counter. We had we actually had 3 downtrend lines that were broken. We do have a bullish Fibonacci. We have a bullish crown formation, and the Fibonacci on that crown formation is 8482, and but the daily is 8984. So so it's still 500 pips in between, this one, but this is just us taking bits and pieces off of that move from on the daily time frame. So right now the market is at a low price on the 1 hour time frame. So you can either look at it from this point on the daily, and you can take that low, go 10 pips below, and you can target this, because this trade would be more feasible as you will be risking about 410 pips, and you're going to get about 700 pips. So if you're risking 1-to-1 400 until going to get 400, but you're going to be risking 400 to get 700, so that's about 1.5 to 1, which is always good because you're going after more than what you're risking. And you can see here on the 1 hour time frame, which could probably be a good scalp trade, we will bring in let's clear the screen. All right, there we go. We're going to bring in the trend line here. Actually, let's make that 2. Alright, we're going to bring in the counter trend line across the top of the wicks of the candlesticks. And once the market breaks this counter trend line, buy the market and set your stops 10 pips below the A. So the market was to come up and break this trend line here, and you put 10 pips below that point, that will be 50 pips, and you will be going to get 142 pips. So that would be a good trade, but you have to get the signal first, and you have to wait for the market to break the trend line, the counter trend line. Once the market breaks the counter trend line, we will start buying the market, and our stops will go 10 pips below the low. Because if you put your stops 10 pips below this A right here, you'll be risking about 440 pips, just like on the daily time frame. But if you put your stops that far down, you want to go target the Fibonacci 1618D extension on the daily time frame, as so. Alright, and that's the GBPAUD. Let's jump into the GBP Canadian dollar, British pound against the Canadian dollar. Alright, we had our analysis here on the weekly time frame, and the market was in a downtrend, and you see now the market has 2 uptrend lines, with the market breaking this inner uptrend line and has entered some type of consolidation range as well. And we are in the sell zone, and right now we are at resistance of the consolidation range, so we're looking for this market to fall down to the south. We did have a Fibonacci, looks like we have a Fibonacci 1618D extension probably on probably on the daily, that has a lot of support in the past when you look left, and the market likes to does the same things over and over and over again. So when we look left and we have some type of history with that price point, lets us know the market could favor going back down to that price point, with the stochastic on the weekly being overbought right now. So go to the daily time frame, and you can see that we have our crown formation here, and we have a crown formation here, and you can see that consolidation range that's holding between the left tip and the right tip of this crown, and when the A was taken out as support, and right now you see the market hit resistance and it's starting to come back up. So we do have that, we have a nice high price to start selling, and the stochastic is lining up with the weekly stochastic being overbought. So it was a good opportunity to start selling, guys. Good opportunity to start selling. And you can see on the 1 hour time frame, this is our 1 hour time frame. Trying to see if that uptrend can, I know we had an uptrend line here. Yes, we did have an uptrend line, because we had an uptrend line that was Actually, let's see if we can bring that trend line in again. Because on this analysis, we had an uptrend line that was broken. Okay, there it is. Yes. All right, there's that uptrend line that was broken. And like we said, guys, back on Wednesday, when we did our analysis on this 1 hour time frame, we wanted to wait and see if the market would break the trend line, then come back up to test the backside of the trend line, and we would start selling counter trend line breaks. And if you would have sold there, you would have got your first sell, and now the market has retraced back up. Now there is our second sell right there. There's our second sell. We actually missed it, and let's draw it up. There was your second sell opportunity right there. This was your first sell opportunity, and this was your second sell opportunity. This was your first sell opportunity. Once the market started retracing to test the backside of that trend line, and once it closed bearish under that counter trend line, sell. Would have been able to got you some pips. You know, I know a lot of guys like to get pips early, and I mean, you still would have made a good, nice piece of pippage. Let's see here. This is the 1 hour time frame, and it's about four candlesticks. So in about 4 hours, market dropped about 84, 85 pips. That was about 80 to 85 pips right there in the 4 hour time span, if you caught that trade. So that was first sell, and that was your second sell. Right now, the market is too low. You have to wait on that high price to come enter again if you're based it off of the 1 hour time frame. But like I said, daily time frame, that daily time frame is still at a high price. So if you're looking to trade the daily time frame, and the market closes below, it's counter trend line here. Market closes bearish below that counter trend line, start selling the market. And you want to put your stops 10 pips above the highest point of where the market reversed to break the counter trend line. And it's that simple, guys, when you look at it. And that's just two ways to look at it when you trade. Back to the 1 hour time frame, and the market didn't do it exactly how we drew it up, but that is the concept of what we were looking for. Market to come down, then the market to retrace, takes the backside, and we were going to sell the backside test. Now the market has went up again, and now we sold that second counter trend line break. Now we're just waiting for the market to come up on its third swing to give us a nice high price on the 1 hour time frame, and then we're going to start selling the market. And we're going to target support. So we're going to target the 6758. So you guys just keep this video in your back pocket, so if you ever forget it, or what trade or where you want to put your stops and what you're going to do your take profits, just rewatch the video over again and you shall see. Now let's jump into the Euro CAD real quickly here. What time do we have? Okay, got about 15 minutes left because we have to get the kids ready for school. Okay, so all right, here we have the Euro CAD. This is the weekly time frame. We have a uptrend since 2012 in this market. We have a uptrend, but looks like we had must have been another inner uptrend line that was broken, and now the market is starting to head down to the south, and we have the market respecting downtrend lines. So we could be looking for the market to come back down to test this uptrend line and then start reversing back to the north. But we got a Fibonacci swing. We got a down A, B Fibonacci swing. The market did retrace back up to the 860 retracement level. So we are now going to target this 127 Fibonacci D extension. No longer going to the red. We're going to the 127 and not the 1618. And you can see even if you look left, as you look left, you see the market, all of this pivot point and support, and you got some support, resistance, support, and then when you come up here, you still have a lot of support there. And the market does the same things over and over and over and over again. And right now, that's almost 200 pips away. And then we go look at the daily time frame. Daily time frame, we do have a up AB Fibonacci swing, but the market has started to fall south, and you can see that support range with this daily time frame 4845 that is lining up with the 4779. It's just in between. It's a couple of pips, 50 pips, but remember the weekly time frame, each candlestick holds more pips than the candlestick on the daily because of how higher the time frame. But if this lines up with the target range that we're going for on the weekly time frame, that's just reassurance that we need to start selling this market. And right now we are how many pips away? We're about 133 pips away. So we're going to go to our 1 hour time frame to find that to use our entry strategy, and we're going to find a way to enter the market. And on the 1 hour time frame, we did have a bear crown Fibonacci. We did have a bear crown formation, and that Fibonacci off of that crown did fulfill. So we did have kind of a mixed signal here on the 1 hour time frame, because we did bring in the counter trend line. The market did break it, but then the market started going and doing the whippy, lashy, nasty type of movement. So with that 1 hour, with that being said, it's kind of hard to judge this one right now, because when the market hits a 618 D extension, the market likes to reverse and go into the opposite direction. So, but like so, actually, to give it more clarity, let's bring in some smart trends, and let's see what we can find out, what story is the market telling us right now. And we have another touch here. Actually, have to zoom in on it so we can get it precise. Okay, so actually we did get it right. Let's get rid of that one. Okay. Alright, so we did get it right. And you have those trend lines that are holding the market down right now. So if the market wants to respect it, you can sell this market, and we have another counter trend. We have another high price. We can bring in a counter trend line right here, and you see the market has already broken. And right now in the live market, the market has broken this up counter trend line and look like it might want to fall down to the south. So you guys probably could get you some nice pippage, nice little quick little scalp trade right there. Let's see. But where will your stops go? Well, obviously your stops will go 10 pips above the highest point, and you can do a 1-to-1. Just do a 1-to-1. If the market is going to do what it has been doing, and it's going to whippy, lashy, nasty, you can still go to this target or the 4845, and you can put this 1 hour time frame with stops 10 pips above that high, and you can still go after the 4845. So with that being said, I'm on the 4845. Okay, so we have that price point marked, 4845. If you start selling the market right now, you will be risking 30 pips, and you'll be going after about 130 pips. So hold on. So You know, you'll be risking about 35 to 40 pips, and you'll be going after 130, 135 pips. So, but that is what the story is telling us on the weekly, the daily, and the 1 hour time frame. So we do have this kind of downtrend line that has been holding the market down, and the price has been playing around with that Fibonacci 1618D extension off of the crown formation. So could be a good place to start selling right now in the markets right now, February 22nd, 2019, right now. What time is it? 6:05 in the morning. Could be selling this market right now. And actually, you know what? We're going to trade. I'm going to place this trade right now. All right. Hold on real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. I'm back. All right. I'm gonna have to kind of cut it short here, real quick. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to show you guys real quick what's gonna happen right here. This is what I'm about to do right now. So I'm going to take this trade. My stops are going to go 10 pips above that. So um, let's see here. We're going euro, Canadian dollar. Finna plug all the numbers into this order right here. Euro CAD. Everybody, which pretty much is trading with the MetaTrader 4 app off your cell phone, and that's exactly what I'm using right now. So that price point, my stop loss is 1.5019. That is 10 pips. 10 pips above what the highest point of where the market broke that counter trend line. See if we can move it up. All right. So there's my stops. That is my stop loss. And my target is going to be 4845. My target 1.48456. All right. And I am selling the market. The order has been placed. The Euro CAD. If you guys can see it real quickly. If you can zoom it in real quick. Come on now. Will it zoom? I mean, will it focus? Don't mind the cracks on the screen of my cell phone either, guys, and don't be making fun of me. But you can't see it. But yeah, this EuroCAD is a sell. Uh, EuroCAD sell. We got our stops, and actually, let's draw it up real quick. Let me draw it up so you guys can see it. So we just sold the market, and we're going to bring in our rectangles, because this is going to be our stop. That is our risk, and this is going to be our reward. And I'm going to go after more. There it is. And there's our reward. Now, that don't look good as far as how much you would like to risk and how much you would like to make profit. I don't know what does. So, guys, that's it for me today. We went over the Euro CAD. We went over the we didn't get to go over the Euro USD because right now I do have to go. It's time to get these kids ready for school, and I got to get ready for work. So I'll probably make another video tonight when I get off, and I should be able to. We should go over the Euro USD, and we're probably going to start breaking down the Euro USDs, and we're probably going to break down the USD currency pairs and finish breaking down the Great British Pound currency pairs. So with that being said, I appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm Joshua with WinMoreForexTrades. I will see you guys in the next video.